So home value, you're going to enter the purchase price amount. Down payment for FHA is always going to be 3.5. Make sure the percentage sign is blue. Mortgage amount will automatically calculate. Interest rate is just an estimate for now. This will be the actual rate depending on the market when you go to lock. Amortization period is always 30 years, so make sure the blue year is marked. Payment frequency is going to be monthly. Start date doesn't matter, so you can not worry about that or let it default. One-time expenses can default. Property taxes per year, so make sure the blue dollar sign is marked on the right-hand side, not the percentage. And this is going to be the actual amount of the property taxes on the property that you're trying to get an estimate for. So on this one, I went back to realtor.com. I scroll down and I find that the annual taxes in 2017 were $26.09. So I go back to the calculator and I enter in $26.09. And again, make sure the dollar sign is selected on the right. PMI is always 0.82. Make sure that's a percentage sign on the right always. Insurance is going to be the estimate for the property. Make sure it's a dollar sign. HOA fees is going to be whatever the actual amount is for that particular property, and it's always listed in a monthly amount. So for this example, I go back to realtor.com. I go into the home details. And there are a lot of home details on this one, so it takes me a little bit to get to the bottom. And plus I have this in slow motion, so I can do this voiceover view for you. But once you get down to the bottom, it's going to tell you what the HOA is. And the frequency can vary. So in this one it says 342 fee, and below that it says quarterly. Sometimes it'll say annually, sometimes it'll say monthly, so you have to make sure that you're calculating that correctly. So I take out my calculator, and because I know there's 4 quarters in the year, I'm going to take the quarterly amount, I'm going to multiply by 4. And because I'm looking for the monthly amount, now I'm going to divide by 12. And our monthly amount on this one is going to be $114. So I go back to the calculator and I enter in $114 as the monthly HOA fee. I go to calculate. It's going to give me a graph with my data entry and a bunch of other data. And it's going to tell me what the monthly payment would be. Now remember, this shows that the HOA is included in the payment. Now because we calculate it into your debt to income ratio, it is a qualifying factor. So you're going to make sure that that's included. But remember, that payment goes directly to the HOA and not to your mortgage company.